Okay, collective, let's talk. Um, you might realize it's like kind of silence in the background and all of that. There's a reason for that. There's so much going on with this reading, and I want to keep the channeling clear, of course. But it's also kind of like one of those situations where it's like it's just not appropriate to have noise in the background, right? Maybe there's just been so much noise in the background regarding this connection anyhow, all right? You guys, heads up. This is not for every single one of you in the collective, though this is a general collective message, right? But I invite you, almost urge you to stick around because there's going to be heavy channeled advice that just is what it is, right? And so, if you really want the cheat codes about some aspects about life and love, right? Stick around. Spirit is very generous with those cheat codes. And so, I don't normally kind of make a big thing about asking people to stick around for this, for sessions. But this one, I'm being mindful, I'm being guided too. Bear with me, I didn't even light my candle. What the heck? All right, so I'm going to do that. I hope you guys are feeling as amazing as you truly are. All right. And thank you for clicking on the video. You didn't even have to do that. Look how amazing you are, right? Just put a smile on your girl's face and all. Not that you're here to please me. You just do. Your existence, right? And so maybe some of you along the way had to learn that, right? Because I do feel like self-worth had been an issue. We'll say it this way. In moon cycles past, right? We're not here to word curse. So, depending on where you're at, be honest with yourself. Some of us, have climbed out of certain things, and others are still actively doing it. It's not a contest. We're all on the same team, right? We're here to what? Learn and grow our souls. Gosh, it seems like some of you are really doing double and triple duty, and maybe you guys highly resonate with that last statement. Okay. Whoever I'm speaking to, you are most likely subscribed to the Twin Flame journey. Doesn't have to be the case, you guys. Again, I'm urging someone who's really thinking about clicking off to stay on this video, okay? No, it's not a gimmick. I'm just being obedient, okay? I promise. I'm here anyways, right? So, yeah, I cannot make it up. In the past, you felt insignificant. Now you understand your value, talents, and worth. I'm glad that we pulled from this deck, which, whatever deck it is, I don't even know because I don't have the original deck box, you guys. It's one of the many shadow work type of oracle decks that they have out there. In the past, you felt ignored, and now you understand to give yourself all of the self-love and attention that you need, yes, but deserve, okay? I don't, as far as, like, validation right now, you guys, you should full well know, okay? It's okay if you didn't, but now you do, right? Here we go. That you don't need validation, right? You have you for anything you may have need of, right? And a lot of us, in our previous versions of selves, we would have been like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, what do you mean as long as you have you? But now you wholly subscribe to that because you get it now, right? Now let's talk about why you get that. Well, it wasn't easy, it wasn't pretty, probably didn't even smell nice half the time, right? Right. Ooh-wee. Talk about battle scars for some, okay? But you've earned those stripes, honey bun. Yeah, you don't need approval from others. You literally learned how to validate yourself and be your own biggest fan by giving yourself more positive thoughts and love. I love when Spirit confirms, not validates, you guys, confirms through the cards, all right? So I did pull from the chart placements deck that I've created with the initials and all of that. And you guys, in case I forget to say it when we actually get to it, I need you to know for this particular session when we use this trusty deck, This is going to be for the initials and or chart placements of you and or the person on your mind, okay, for those that are connected to this reading, all right? Now, here's the sitch, all right? And again, it's not for everyone, all right? This person, if they're not your twin, I need you to know there's heavy mirroring here. I don't really understand why there would be such heavy mirroring if you're not at least high-level hierarchy soulmates, okay? So maybe you can't stand the phrase, the ideation even of twin flame. I need you to know this is at least, I'll dumb it down, right? A very spiritual connection. And at the same time, it's all over the place, and you can't seem to make it work, right? Right, I get that, okay? So we're going to talk about it. I'm not going to lie, you guys, I know there's a lot of heavy emotions and like upswings and downswings connected to this history, this connection, the memories, right? Because there is that great pull. You guys have an eternal connection, right? Whether you want to call yourselves twin flames or not, and maybe you're not, that's fine. Just trying to explain the energy for a large grouping of individuals, okay? And a large portion of those individuals happen to be subscribed to the twin flame journey. And so that's why I keep referencing it, okay? I'm not trying to tell you you are a twin flame or have one. My goodness, you shouldn't be here if you're not utilizing your own intuition as well, right? Right, so there's that. Now, the situation is, okay, we've already talked about it to some degree. You, or if in case the energy's flip-flopped, you guys, for some, not all, or the person on the other side of this connection, in moon cycles past, you know, really we're struggling with self-worth, okay? And therein lies the self-sabotage, right? Hurt people, but hurt people hurt themselves so damn much that they hurt the people that they don't want to hurt. And so that's more the specificity within the phraseology or the ideation of hurt people, hurt people. You can't fit every single scenario and every single person and every single connection into a box, especially if the box only has two colors, black and or white, right? It's not always going to fit the case or the textbook version of the situation. So again, utilize your intuition, right? But this person or you, okay? You're avoiding someone that you've placed on a very high pedestal. You look at them as high value, and I get it because I also see that their community, or the world, perhaps, and literally maybe perhaps, right? We're going to get into why, also views them to be high value, okay? This person is envied a lot because of their tenacity, their determination. This person is intending to make a like household name for themselves in this sort of spotlight energy, okay? This could be somebody that has a podcast. This could be somebody that works in the industry, however that may be. Musician, artist, performer, you know, promoter, chills on the promoter. So this person could be known to, you know, produce events or perform at them. All right. And now you're looking at them on this high pedestal that you've chosen to place on them. See how that works though? Like they didn't find themselves on the pedestal because they, you know, whipped you at your back until you got done building it. No, something in you, okay, which was literally creating out of a lack mindset, whether it was based on lack of pentacles. I'm not really getting that. I'm getting was based on lack of worth, struggling with the ideation that you carry value. And I'm not here to say that that was your fault that you had that problem. In fact, I like to say, and I mean, I know you should never say it, but I'd like to say I never would. There's too many layers to the onion, right? Too much all up in that ball of wax right there. And it's a general collective message. So different issues for different souls, right? Right. So we won't go into all of that. You guys, personal readings are back open. So if you'd like to, you know, book something, go ahead and check the menu in the description box and follow the instructions accordingly. I would love to read for you, okay? Now, what's going on for both of you right now is many unexpressed emotions, okay? You guys both seem to be holding back and things are up in the air. Okay, maybe you've given up on even holding your breath, and I do have to talk about it, collective, because I see evidence of holding breath. And again, when you hold your breath for someone, you are giving your power away to that someone who maybe doesn't even want it, care for it, even understand they have it. Okay. Whew. Been there before. All right. And or you're telling yourself that, you know, you are worth less compared to this individual. And you may be right now getting your panties or your boxers in a bunch. I get it. I've been there too. And you're wanting to get all defensive. No, I know my worth, and I add tax, right? What do you though? Because if you know your worth, right, if and when, because I can't say it will never happen, you get triggered regarding, hey, did you heal up all of the abandonment issues or nah? Right? You understand, like, wait, I don't have to regress. I don't have to react. I can just exist and know that I attract when I exist. Right? You've healed, gone beyond those old former mental processes. You've upgraded your software, honey bun, all right? And by software, I'm talking about the brain. It's really essentially a supercomputer of sorts, right? So there's programs running there. And so you know how, like, the old program was like, yeah, you're a piece of shit. Nobody believes in you. They're right when they say wrong things to you, right? And it's like, you know now that you were just giving your power away, and or you just didn't know better. No, you do, and so now you do better, right? But we're still talking about some ish because you're climbing out of that ball of wax. You're peeling back some of those onion layers still. Yes, chosen ones, we go through a lot of trauma, a lot of drama, a lot of resistance. Oh, and let's talk about it. Spiritual attacks, all right? Karma, facing demons, right? Chosen ones, you don't really get to be chosen if and when the divine looks upon your soul, your existence, your makeup, and they immediately assess that you're not able, capable, and or willing of doing just that, facing your demons. You gotta kind of own up to them because they're yours anyhow. How will they serve you? Well, you decide, okay? Do you give your power away to the demons? Or do you empower yourself knowing they are aware of you? Because 1212 on the timer, collective, ooh, we reducing down to a beautiful 33. Thank you, Yeshua, for standing this message. When you know, everyone too will know you know, because your life looks hella different. You're not racked with guilt, fear. You're not racked with emotions that debilitate you. And yes, mental health does come into play here. All right. I'm not here to say that all of the aspects of psychosis go away depending on your medical diagnosis regarding your mental health. But I am saying the more you face your demons that are there anyways, serving you anyhow, if you can wrap your head around that. No, this is not demonology in the sense of we're praising them, okay? It's just that we have a birthright, all right? It's the reason why we are fought. And that birthright is power. And so when you operate out of the most fullness aspect of that power, the demons bow. And what do you do when you bow to somebody? Well, that's an act of service. And that's all I'll say on that, okay? We've got this It Takes Two card coming out, all right? So you guys, again, there's the mirror, whether you're twin flame or not, right? You guys are tasked with the same coursework at the same time, it seems, all right? Again, mirroring, hello, can't say it enough. It's like one of you or more have a question about, are they doing the work? Is it all in my head? For whoever is connected to this reading, okay, that's actually not the case. It's not in your head. They're doing the work, okay? You're not necessarily to see evidence of it because it's part of your coursework. Do you believe, right? Do you trust the universe? Do you trust divine timing? Do you even know what divine timing means? Right? Everybody's all quick to be like, I want fill in the blank, and I want fill in the blank now. Are you ready? Do you know how to handle it? Are you sure? How about now? Are you confident about being sure? Like, there's some mental aspect here, okay? You got to stop placing people, places, and things, especially if they're not you, on pedestals, okay? And then also on pedestals so damn high. I mean, if you love this person, here's the sitch, right? Bring the pedestal down. God forbid they slip and break their neck. See what I'm saying? Would you want to watch the demise of someone you love and value because you were out of balance whilst loving and valuing them? Yeah, I think not. So you got to do your part to get out of some of these mental processes, okay? And you have been. So this is not the divine saying, hey, you didn't do a damn thing. We're very disappointed. You're going to die now, right? Like, it's not that at all, okay? We're just talking about toxicity so that we can remove it, alchemize it, transmute it, understand it, right? You have to understand it before you get to some of those others. So that's all, okay? Now, the reason why we're talking about this as well is because for many of you, this has been a vicious cycle. And the divine and your higher self are coming through to say it ends now. The spiritual attacks end now, okay? Now, hear me out. I'm not delusional, okay? So, I'm not here saying that the spiritual attacks end for the rest of your entire existence. What I'm saying is, those attacks that were needless... Hold on, let me correct it. Everything's purposeful. Those attacks that from now that you know better and can do better if you understand that you can, okay, if you believe, okay, hey, you got to do your part. I can't get you to believe for you. I mean, I can tell you should, in all honesty, because that's the truth, right? But then there's something about you believing in your capability, you're doing your part, your ability, your consistency. You need to give yourself a break and also a cheering section, but it's got to come from you, honey bun. This can't come from your twin, right? Even though it feels great, sounds great, looks great when they do it, right? But it's not to be the case, firstly, and damn sure not solely. You've got to be you for you. Yes, your twin is you, but you've got to do your part through your avatar. Otherwise, why did the avatar exist? Why do you have more than one meat suit? I mean, aren't they also tools? Yes, they are. So, use them, all right? And use them for your highest good. It's like, okay, you're working with demons there. All right, use them for your highest good, right? Make them stand down. Oh, don't it feel good when they bow, right? Right. Because it's a telltale sign of you operating out of the very divinity you possess anyways, right? And so what I mean by these spiritual attacks ending, I'm referencing a certain kind. The kind that now no longer are needed in your everyday world, okay? I'm talking to somebody that's been going through it on the daily. And this is not a message of, hey, the reason why that happened was because it's all your fault. You're stupid. Like, no, it was necessary, honey bun. See how you got to this point? Welcome, congratulations. You've congratulated. Oh my God, you've graduated. Congratulations. I guess I can't say it enough. That's why I wanted to come out of the channeling again, all right? You got people on the other side actually praising you, all right? Not because you are to be simply and solely worshipped, but because you are to be honored. And you've got to do that for you too. Imagine, you're a star. Right? Let's talk about it, because somebody out there is gearing up for just that, and or is one now. I see it in the cards. Whether this is you and or your person. Who is you too, if that's your twin, right? Makes sense. So learn the lesson through them as well, right? Imagine all the world's a stage. Everyone's looking at you, clapping, praising. They want you. They can't get enough of your energy, right? And the whole entire time you're going, I'm a piece of crap. I hate myself. If these people knew who I really am, they too would hate me. You've got to fix that because you're only going to get so far. Now you're fighting against your own actions because your actions usually say things like, I want the spotlight. I am capable of the spotlight. I am worthy of the spotlight. And by spotlight, again, we're talking power, not just the stage, right? But see how if you have the scenario where you are operating out of that divinity, or should I say power, and all the world's a stage, and everybody's got eyes on you and they want you and they love you and they can't get enough of your energy. See how much more magnificent that experience, lifestyle, or life becomes. That's why we're here talking about it, okay? It's not simply and solely that what you wants you. It's about getting you to understand who you are so that when you get what you want because it too wants you, you operate out of it in the most highest vibrational sense where you make shit work for you, even if it's hell. Ooh, I like that. That's hot. No pun intended, right? So you're expected to learn this. Your person's expected to learn this, whether on or off the stage, right? I see that in the cards. And there is some discord in the connection here because of trust issues, right? And it goes like this. I don't know, man. I'm going to be in the limelight. I'm going to be the household name. This person, whether guy, girl, what have you, probably just another gold digger. Probably just another chaser after a champagne dream. I've seen that kind. They're two-faced, right? You're hurt, honey. Get out of your head and fix it. Okay? Because that's not even the case. This person is being attacked just the same. This person has the same divinity, the higher ranking in the spiritual realm. All of that, right? So it's almost like there's some mental aspect of the wounding that you and or this person are still climbing out of that's causing this disjointed level of thinking that leads to sabotage in the connection. Okay? And so this is the history. Let me just check to make sure I got everything here. This is, oh, okay. So the other issue with the person that is literally avoiding this person in the spotlight energy, okay? If this person is in spotlight energy and is also the avoider, okay, take the energy as it resonates here. There's some recent development where this person's unemployed. So now it's like, god damn, the fucking pedestal grew another 17 feet, right? It's like you're looking at this other person or they're looking at you, collective, take the energy as it resonates, right? Or you're maybe even looking at each other. Maybe you both are in the spotlight, take the energy as it resonates here. And it's like, god damn it, like they already made more than me. They were already more popular than me. They were already more whatever than me. Again, the lack mindset. Plug it in according to whatever fuck shit you've been listening to in your own programming, right? But only for this particular exercise, and afterwards, let it go, because we're fixing this, right? With this exit plan, all right? Exit plan. Indicating, be prepared for sudden changes. Again, you guys have been having many bottled up, unexpressed emotions, right? You've been holding back for some time now. And someone wants out of this energy, whether it's you and or this person, okay? Someone wants out of the unnecessary spiritual attacks against this connection. And they want to face it. So let's see. This person could be at a distance from you as well. This person, you know, even if they're like local enough, it's not like a hop, skip, and a jump. And this is the type of connection which, you know, makes sense. I feel like this is, I don't know why Spirit has been saying this, because I feel like this should be all connections, or an indicator of all connections, but there's some heavy significance to this it takes two energy, right? Like, it's like, you're literally both going to have to be all in. There's no half-assing this connection. It could be because of the distance. Maybe in the past, this person was a player and all talk. So maybe that You know, highlighting the aspect of it's take two, or excuse me, of it takes two, is because this person, you know, really kind of maybe sat you down, told you line item by line item what they were looking for and how that matched up with you, and then they turned around and fucked you over, right? Again, it's connecting Spirit saying to the spiritual attacks. All right, it ain't all about you, and it ain't all about this person. And a lot of times, you guys, it's about the connection. See, chosen ones, you got people up your ass a lot energetically. That's why we're always saying in the spiritual community, hey, hey, call it back. Don't let the spiritual energy vampires manifest with your divinity, right? You gotta call it back, and also, for some, access denied, right? Right. So for whoever's resonating with that, it's high time you do it, okay? Ooh, I see somebody's got some skeletons in their closet from their past. This could be what led to some of the distance in the connection as well. Definitely heavily mirroring each other. You both have been burned, and you both have burned bridges, but look, somebody wants to start over, but they're unemployed, you guys. I need you to know. The reason why I'm saying it like I need you to know is because their energy is gonna, it's like this person, if they come back, you know, whoever I'm talking to, you're an energy reader at least, right? You might read your own cards, right? And it's like you're just gonna be like, this person's energy is off, right? And it's gonna be because the whole time they're freaking out that when they get to that bite of the apple where they've got to say, hey, you want to taste about how I'm unemployed? That you're gonna be like, fuck you, I'm done. You've already put me through so much, and now you want me to buy your bag too, right? And they're fearing that you would just ultimately escape from them, from their grasps, whatever grasps they may have, or whatever grasps they wish they had. Because I do see that some of these people that feel like they have a grasp on you are quite unrealistic in their expectations, at least for the current energy, right? And this is because in the past they weren't willing to settle down. They wanted to be, you know, a drifter. And you know what? Your ancestors and your spiritual guidance are guiding this person as well as their own. But yeah, see, you guys are twins most likely, because it's kind of circling. It's like the energy is the same source as far as the way I can explain the way that I read energy sometimes, not all the time. It's giving your guidance team is theirs, and theirs is yours. So again, just saying, there's a heavy twin flame aspect to this reading. I hate to be all like twin flamey, because especially right now with the current climate, people just immediately connect that to being Delulu, sadly. But also sadly, just the same, people over romanticize that to the point where people are out there in them streets calling narcissists twins and flames. It's like, okay, the flame might be the most accurate, but this person is also, I want to see what they want to say here, because they're indicating that they're fearing coming back as well, because it's like, it's almost like this person could write a book just on the strength of what all ensued between the point of you saying, hell to the no, I'm over this, and now when they want to come back. All right. So let's take a look. Where are we going, Spirit? I'm being guided to this deck that I don't normally hit up for this kind of stuff, but here we go. Here we are. I'm doing it. I'm doing it well. You guys, go with the flow. That's a heavy vein for right now. Go with the flow. Don't even ask questions too much. If you get that intuitive hit, you know, don't waste time. Okay, don't waste time talking about. But you sure? Nope. Did you hear that? Is that your intuition tone? Then you do it. So this person's saying, "Am I perfect? No. Am I trying to be a better person? Also, no. Could be some significance to Facebook. They could have a shopping addiction, or you could. Like an online shopping sitch. And it could be some significance to Black Friday, or like, I don't know, November. Let's see what else is coming out here, because I gotta ask for clarification. Our neglect is a death sentence. This person could have a porn addiction or more, right? This person could be a trucker. And they could be, you know, adrift on them roads. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, breaker, breaker, one, fine. Come on and hit my 9, right? It's like, okay. This person could be LGBTQ+. Could be some significance to California. Could be some significance to Aristotle and or sunglasses. This person could have, like, mood swings. Yeah. Fierce temper, issues, and dark moods. And in the past, they tried to sell you a pipe dream. Huh. So this person could have, you know, if you're resonating with both in that, being in that spotlight energy or that industry energy, right? They could have been like, oh yeah, no, I know guys, like, I'll do this and that for you, honey, and it's all smoke and mirrors, you know. This person could have also had to make a choice between lovers and or expected you to compete, right? And you were just left, you know how, like, somebody can be, like, unpredictable and it's, like, intriguing and hot. It's, like, amazing, right? But then there's, like, the other kind where you go, this is insanity. Like, I refuse at this. Like, no, I choose me. And therein lied the lesson for that aspect of the timeline. There is heavy significance to the mental shift here. All right, here's the stitch, you guys. Twin flames, right? Especially. I hate to keep... we're going to talk about it, though. Just go with it. Twin flames, right? You really can't get too caught up in, like, what goes on between you two. Because depending on the shift in the timeline, and depending on the coursework you're being asked to work on by the divine, right? And it's usually similar coursework, right? The divine will use heavy hitters to get our consistency in the growth, right? So that immediately equates to things like sex, money, right? The heart space. Well, enter twin flame. God damn, that's the creme. It's la creme de la creme. The best of the best of triggers, of propensity to trauma, right? Like, it damn near feels like abuse. It's like, okay, so you hate me. And the whole time, they'll never say they hate you and mean it. I have to say and mean it because, you know. And normally twins aren't out there going, I hate you. But you can't say never, because there's people that joke and there's people that are sarcastic, right? And a twin would know that, right? So, you know, I don't want to be like, well, if they said that one time on that Thursday, September the 23rd. Okay, but were they joking, right? Like, didn't you also laugh and it was fun and everything was okay, right? I'm just letting you know the difference between a twin flame and a false flame. Very abusive. Abusive. I'm making up words. Oh my God, help me, Lord. Is it Mercury retrograde again? I think it is. Okay. Very abusive. Very narcissistic. Very asshole-ish. Okay. Very intentional. Very violent. Okay. If this person is violent, that is not your twin flame. All right. Even in those scenarios where the twin flames are both working on not hating themselves so severely, it is not a normal occurrence that twin flames are beating the crap out of each other for funsies or because so-and-so did fill in the blank. Just saying, okay? That would be a false flame. Funny thing about false flames, they will tell you with a straight face that they in fact are your twin flame. And expect you to believe that like it's the gospel. I say that kind of tongue-in-cheek here, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, very demanding. Again, unrealistic expectations, high maintenance. Some might say a diva, whether guy, girl, what have you. This feels heavily connected to a man's energy, but you guys take the energy as it resonates here. Now, I say all that to say this person, all right, and you, because this cuts both ways, have made changes, all right? So now I want to look into what are the current energies. I'm going to be actually, wow, Spirit got me going in decks. I never thought, I don't know what, it must be, that's interesting. Okay, I'm here. All right. See, I'm trying to find out what's the current. Oh. Yeah, I trust the change unfolding in my life, and the energy of 41 reducing to 5. There's that life-changing energy. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Dune, right? I'm trying to think of any other movie that I can liken to it. Hopefully you guys have. That's kind of probably the newest movie out of the references that I could find in my mental Rolodex. Anyhow, so we'll just stick with it for time's sake. In that movie, Timothée Chalamet's character, Paul Atreides, was heavily trained to go to a land that he had yet to overtake. Enter the chosen one, right? There were aspects of that movie that showed how when you're using your spiritual giftings and when you're receiving messages from the divine and your higher self and, you know, your intuition, there could be certain markers and indicators that you could hold on to with specificity and others not so. And so you had to, you know, this character, Paul Atreides, had to mentally be prepared to work around the workaround. It's like, okay, I've assessed this situation, I've identified this to be the case, and then immediately there's a variable, and you've got to immediately rework that. You can't, there's no time, because lives are at stake, there's no time to be like, let me reason, because I really thought, you know, I really was holding on to this mental process about the, no, keep going. We're changing now, we're adapting, change of plans, right? And this person, just like you, are trusting those changes of plans, and there are many changes about many plans, okay? And I need you to understand that, because when this person comes back around, you know, if you're not in the right energy, you might be in an older version of yourself when you don't need to be, okay? And the reason why we're talking about that is if you are, it could lead to self-sabotage on your part, on your end, right? Having not done the work to really ready yourself for this person, this connection. This is not me saying, hey, be willing to be a doormat. Go ahead, lie down, let them step on you, and maybe give a shart or two. Like, no. What I'm saying is, if you want the highest vibrational version of the timeline, you've got to be accepting of, you've got to be adaptable enough to see it through, okay? This is not a scenario where even your twin is going to come back and say, hey, remember all of the offenses that, you know, fill in the blank, like different stuff. I keep having to say fill in the blank because it's a general collective message, right? They're not even going to come back and say like, hey, you know how that was okay? Like how like you should just like smooth it over. They know better than that, okay? Show your growth, collective, all right? If you want this to work, show your growth. And the only way to show it is to grow it, right? So be mindful. If you are still getting caught up mentally, all right, about this connection to the point where your emotions then lead into you getting triggered in your heart space, you're not ready for this person to come back around, and then you cannot get mad at the divine for its timing, because you are part of its timing. You are divine, makes sense, right? So be mindful. Are you cursing the divine? Are you eviling the divine because of your own shit? Are you eviling your twin, projecting onto your twin because of your own lack of healing? Right? And whoever I'm talking to, I need you to know, you've done a whole host of healing. Nobody will take that from you. It's just keep going. If you want this, it's almost like, how bad do you want it, right? And not in the sense of, hey, hold your breath again, get ready, here it comes. No, in the sense of, hey, it's coming. Focus on being ready for your benefit of the connection, not for this person. You might want to rewind that because I said it correctly. All right. So yeah, when this person comes back around, it is going to be safe and it's going to be beautiful, Spirit saying, to express your sensuality. All right. Maybe in moon cycles past, it was like, you were very conservative with your sexual sacred energy. Gosh, you should be. Right. And this person was like, what do you mean? Like, I want to fuck you now. You know what I mean? There was this there was an inability, right, to meet in the middle and to maintain being on the same page. And I'll tell you why. You weren't on the same vibration. You're about to be. And for some, you are, whether you have awareness of it yet in your 3D physical world or not. Okay? And again, I can't stress that enough because somebody is self-sabotaging, questioning that fact. Yes, this person's doing the work. Haven't you been? Right? Yes, your intuition is your intuition. Why are you questioning it? And you got to get to the root of that. Are you scared of this person coming in and the connection being all successful because they're finally minding their P's and Q's? They're finally reciprocating and you fear deep down that you're going to be the one to fuck it up? Because you have a propensity to place individuals that you love so much on pedestals higher than trees. Fix it. All right? So no more projecting. I want to get a message from this person when they come back, see what they're going to say, right? And then we'll get to the initials and close out your session. Aw. I made a wish and you appeared, I see. Oh, that's sweet. So this person, they probably had to do a lot of work, just like you had been doing a lot of work and are doing a lot of work, right? To kind of, ready themselves for you. And I mean, you want to honor that too. You don't want to shit on this person just because, what, you never had to do work on yourself? I'm sorry, who are you? Okay, because we need to talk if that's the case, because clearly you need to fix your crown if you think you're perfect. Perfection doesn't exist in this realm. How would you be here if you are perfection? It's not adding up, buddy. Just saying. So, fix it. But let's see what this person wants to say to you when they come back around. So they want to say, I needed time to think, right? They're saying, again, they want to take care of you, but they're in transition, right? Maybe the divine had to hit the pentacles so that this person could learn, hey, I don't need them to enter into a loving connection with you, right? Be mindful of that as well. Talk to the divine. Maybe the divine's trying to get you out of the mindset of, hey, I need someone to be stable in my life in order for me to be stable. Oh, that's a lie. You're the stability. As long as you're stable, that's the stability that you need to give a fuck about, right? So whatever else there is around has nothing to do with you. See how that works? Unless you give your power away and you tell yourself, oh, well, if my man ain't got no job, if she ain't got no job, we ain't gonna survive. You might need to just be standing on principle for a change. And once you do that, the divine unlocks something so abundant that it could produce more money than the two of you could produce combined in 1 year. But you gotta stand on the principle. But you gotta go to that uncharted land that you've yet to overtake. But you gotta face that demon that you've yet to insist it bows, because it must. See how that works, collective? They want to say, I miss you. And they want to say when they come back that they have released the past. They want to know, are you capable? Maybe the divine is asking you right now to get ready to be capable, because they want to change their life and they want you in it. They want you to trust them, okay, that they have done the work. So there's really something here about mental processes. Interestingly enough, because we're talking about love, you'd think we would be hitting the heart chakra repeatedly. But guys, everything's connected, right? And the heart chakra is connected the most to all aspects of anything that we can run through here: software, programming, emotional, metaphysically, okay, aurically, or otherwise, right? So be mindful to have control over yourselves, okay? You are being asked that because you are capable. If you question if you are capable, you need to express that to the divine, to the point where on the other side of that, you have received their assistance, okay? Don't simply express and express and express and never open the channel to receive their guidance and or healing balm. Angels often speak to us through energetic exchanges. You may not have words, but you would feel better, right? Right. This person wants you to know, I am sorry for everything I have done. Again, they know. Like, they literally know. So they know, and you know, right? And so you've got to make the choice to grow or say no, right? Don't put this person through any more than they've already gone through, okay? The divine handled shit in ways you don't need to know about for this person on the strength of what they've done to or for and against this connection and or you. And you need to trust that. And here's how you can tell if you do trust that, if you do trust the divine, if you do trust divine timing, if you do trust this person, if you do trust yourself, you'll let it go in love and in light. I didn't say you'll forget. How could you? This person that committed the offenses can't even. Want to know why? The divine won't let them. Okay? And it's okay. 4646 on the timer. 1010. Endings and new beginnings. Let it happen. All right? Hopefully this is giving somebody clarity. I'm going to give you the chart placements and the initials. And again, you guys, for this particular session, when I'm utilizing this deck for you, this is the initials of either the first, middle, and or last name of the individual that's on your mind and or yourself. Same deal for the chart placements that came out, okay? And they are as follows: N, B, Q, H, P, K, C, M, A, G, another P. So there could be some significance of having two P's in a name, right? D, E, or I'm also hearing to say two of you could have, like, it could be like Paul and Patricia, right? We've got U, S, and F, okay? So Sammy, Frankie, right? Sagittarius, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aries coming out for chart placements. And again, collective, that's either you and or the person on your mind's placements and or initials, okay? So hopefully this has given you the clarity and the confirmation, not the validation, guys, the confirmation, right, that you were looking for and that you deserve, okay? Don't forget to ask for that angelic realm assistance, you guys, all right? That way they're not standing around going, gosh, I wish you would have just asked. I could have helped you. Could have did that with, just a portion of my wing here, instead of you using your whole back to the point where it kind of broke on that third vertebrae, make it make sense. Live your best life, collective. You deserve that. Give yourself permission. You're strong enough to do it. 4844 on the timer. Angels come through to say they are here for you, not against you. All right. I love you guys so, so much. Have a beautiful day or night. Okay. Mwah. Hit the like on the way out.